Well, there you are, Eden. That's Hot Chocolate Crazy.
Oh my God.
So that was your actual first single.
Yes, that's correct.
And we're going back to the year. Do you remember what year that was?
1960, I believe.
It was 1960, and it went out on the Pie record label.
That's right.
And the Pie record label, very famous at that period in time. They had the Studio 1 and 2, and some great recordings came from there.
Yeah.
And
yes.
Did you actually record that at Pie?
Yes.
Pie Studios?
Yes. Michael and Philip, Michael Barclay and Philip Wadilov did that. They were the A&R men and my managers, and they did that. But then they decided that that was not the way to go for my career. They were, they saw a long-term. They were looking for a long-term thing, and so they said I needed another song that might have a chance of being a hit. So they went to Les Van Dyke, alias Johnny Worth, who had written songs for Adam Faith. I think he wrote "What Do You Want" and "Who Am I," and "Poor Me," I think. So, and they came up, and Les Van Dyke, or Johnny, he came up with the song "Will I Ask You."
How did they approach you? Was it through your managers?
My managers went to him and said, "We have a new artist, Eden Kane. We'd like you to write him a song," and that's how it came about. So, and he came up with "Will I Ask You," and well done.
Did you meet him, or did he send you a tape and you had to learn it parrot-fashion?
I think he sent the music and the tape and play. I think he came over and played it. My memory is a little bit dim on this.
Well, it's a while ago.
It's a little bit dim on yesterday, actually. Who are you? No. Who am I?
Who am I?
Hey, there's a good. Whoa, there's a cue.
1,000 times they have asked me.
Fabulous tune, yeah.
Who am I?
He was.
Who am I that I should dare to fall in love with you?
Because you also wrote "Forget Me Not."
We could go to Forget Me Not.
Yeah, because that's very silly. You're right. In that respect.
No, I did notice.
Thinking, Mike. It never occurred to me.
Because I sit in my own studio at home and I get right into it, and I thought I can hear Adam Faith there. And it's probably in the writing.
He could have done "Forget Me Not" easily.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. And you could have probably done some of his songs.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm looking here for Forget Me Not. Forget Me Not.
It'll be on here if you want to.
Oh, let's take it off.
The
that
first
one.
track.
Right. Give us a clue.
Oh, actually, here you go.
Lovely. And that's Adam Faith and Who Am I? The timing was very good there. In the studio with me this afternoon is Eden Kane, and we were discussing the songwriting talents that time of Van Dyke, who in fact wrote some of Eden's big hits. One of them we're about to play, that Forget Me Not. It's all queued up. Let's. So at this time you've learnt the song. You've gone into Pie. Was it at Pie you recorded that? Or?
No. Well, see, what happened was after Hot Chocolate Crazy, if I can go back a bit, they got me out of chocolate. They pulled me out of chocolate just when I thought I was having it. No, they got me out of the chocolate into Decker, and that's when I recorded "Will I Ask You" for Decker.
You were a teenager then, right?
I was a teenager then.
What, 19, 18?
Yeah, I was 19.
Oh,
yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah, and so I did "Will I Ask You" for Decker, and also "Will I Ask You" was written by Les Van Dyke. And then after that, "Forget Me." The next one was "Get Lost," which you've already played, and then the following one was "Forget Me Not,"
which were about to. Who else did they write for? Can you
Les Van Dyke, or Johnny Worth.
What, is that the same person?
Same person. Yeah.
Just changed his name.
Well, yeah, a lot of people did that, and he, I don't know why, but I guess it's
one of your songs. I don't know why.
I don't know why. Hey, it's a good title.
No, you've done some terrific songs.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I don't want to go crazy. We will go crazy. The thing is, well, I ask you, of course, music for strings we're going to play a bit later on in the show. I always loved that. It was the B-side, was it?
That was a B-side.
I don't know
we
why.
were experimenting with some swing stuff. You know, I was a big Bobby Darin fan, still am, and love that. And so that song was a good song. I also did an EP actually.
But you sang that with the greatest of ease, I thought.
Well, I love singing that kind of stuff as well. Let's face it, if you know, it's.
some
it's
singers
easy
have
to
got to
sing.
really force it. No, which our listeners will hear.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
But
I enjoyed doing it.
You sounded like and totally natural. You had that flair for it, and it just came very natural to you. We were discussing off air there that Eden could have actually done a lot of Adam Faith songs and vice versa, perhaps. Although I think you had the edge on the voice, because I think Adam Faith was quite limited in his range, whereas you had stronger range. Because if you listen to Adam Faith doing something like Summertime, he's straining. It's kind of Summertime. I think you could sing that with ease, couldn't you?
Well, I hate to compare myself to Adam. I mean,
I'm not putting him down.
No, I understand.
I loved his
I
work.
thought he was. I mean, he was totally unique.
Oh,
Adam,
God, yes.
incredible. I thought he had a very unique voice, and actually some of his range, even though people do make comparisons, not between me and Adam or anything. I mean, you're the first one to do that, but now that we are doing that,
I'm just thinking
the similarity
songwriting.
lies in the songwriting. And as you were saying, and in fact, I never really cottoned on to that until now.
I like
because if you think about Who Am I, which you just played, and Forget Me Not, they were both written by the same guy, and there are huge similarities, and phrasing and stuff like that. So you're right on there.
Okay, we're going to go to Forget Me Not. Forget Me Not. Oh, good. It'd be handy if I had this all queued up, wouldn't it?
Would help.
And here it is now. I don't know what that delay was, but never mind. January 1962, it was on the Decca label. That was an interesting label, because you would have encountered the likes of Tony Hall.
Yeah.
Hi to you all.
Yeah.
It's Tony Hall.
Yeah.
I always thought he was a great DJ.
Oh, he's terrific. I liked him a lot. I mean, he played my stuff, and Jimmy Savile as well.
No, but I mean, as a DJ, there was something about Tony Hall that I really liked, and I know he was head of promotion at Decca.
Yeah.
Because my friend Roger Watson used to work for him. I think you probably encountered him too, although he was there later. But Tony Hall was doing the promotion, but a good DJ. He was one that I really did. I mean, okay, we know about Jimmy Savile and stuff, but I admired his cheek and the deals he done, and the money he made. My goodness, he knew how to do a deal.
He was a man, yeah.
Yeah. He, a lot of gigs, he wouldn't take the money in cash. It'd be in goods and
gold.
stuff. Yeah, you can admire that. I love that
mine in
cheek.
gold, please. Small bag, thank you.
And he's the guy that had a little bunny rabbit. I've stood on a stage with him, and getting a word in is quite difficult. And I've got a bit of chat myself, although, it was difficult to get. We're diverting there.
Yes.
Let's get back to the wonderful Eden Kane, who we have in the studio right here at Blast 1386. Going out on the World Wide Web, that's blast1386.com. Now, we touched on music for strings, and I genuinely thought that was a great tune. I had it on a 45, and I played it over and over, and I thought, wow, Eden Kane, to be able to sing like that, and music for it was just an happy song.
Thank you very much. It was an experiment for me. I always wanted to sing with a big band. I think I mentioned that I was a big Bobby Darin fan, along with Sinatra and all those guys. I love all those guys. We made it happen for the guys made it happen. They brought in the big band, and it was a blast.